$1 bar. It's wonderful to be back. It's been a whole 24 hours. But before that, it's been quite a while. And we're glad to see you. My name happens to be George Kilby Jr. I live in New York City now. Well, Brooklyn. And but I have the pleasure of being here in Jackson, touring with these guys and all over the West. Probably about 3 times a year, 2 or 3 times a year, and it's a wonderful thing. Mr. Andy Calder is with me on bass, Mr. Jacob Gampe on the drums. And I'd like to tell you that the show will be rather conversational, as I'm doing now. The first little bit of conversation is to let you know it's someone's birthday today. But it's a little bit bittersweet. I don't know how many fans out there are John Prine fans. All right. Well, John Prine, as many of you know, passed just recently. He was an old guy and he had some cancer, but COVID was the actual culprit. So John was born quite a few years ago today. So in honor of John Prine, I'd like to just say happy birthday to his memory, and I think it's only appropriate that we do this one. Come home late, come home early. Come home big when you're feeling small. Come home straight, come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. What in the world has come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. It's a mighty mean and a dreadful sorrow. Cross the evil line today. How can you ask about tomorrow? You ain't got one word to say. What in the world has come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. Yes, you are. I got a heart burns with a fever. I got a worried and a jealous mind. Yes, I do. How can a love that lasts forever get left so far behind? What in the world has come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. You're out there running just to be on the run. You're out there running just to be on the run. Thank you, Mr. Prine. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, John Prine, for your great gift. Oh, my goodness. What a songwriter. What a songwriter. So, chokes me up thinking about that man, I'm telling you. Bob Dylan's had an interesting quote about Prine. And, of course, everybody reveres Bob Dylan as, you know, the writer, and I think he won some sort of prize. Can't remember what it was. But American
Idol. I think it was that.
Calder said he thinks he won American Idol. I wonder if Bob Dylan could have...
That's the contest.
Yeah.
That's the songwriter contest.
Yeah, I wonder what they would have thought of a young Bob Dylan on American Idol. Heavens. That's a scary thought. Anyway, Bob Dylan said about the great John Prine, he said, John Prine is our most elegant writer. And I think that's very appropriate. Well, I don't know how elegant this next song is, but the writer is sitting right here on the mic. We do a lot of blues every once in a while. I had the great fortune of working with great Pine Top Perkins for many years. Muddy Waters piano player. Might do a little blues I used to do with Pine Top a little later on in the set. Right now I'm going to throw one at the band. This is one that Andy and I have done several times with the great Phil Wiggins. We'll tell you more about Phil a little bit later. Anyway, song about a monkey. I got a broke down monkey, showed us peeping high. Broke down monkey, showed us peeping high. He jumps on my back and he takes me for a ride. Ah, careful now, someone may see you. Will they know he's hanging on? Catch him by the tail and squeeze, yeah. If he hollers, let him go. If he hollers, just let it go. Monkey see, do you see? Monkey do. Monkey see, do you see? Monkey do. Is it he you see, or is it you? Ah, gripping arms stare at your shoulders. Don't lose your grip, you might get torn. That's right, between that monkey and the man here. Is there really anything at all? Is there really anything at all? You know I got a broke down monkey, showed us peeping high. I said I got a broke down monkey, showed us peeping high. Thank you very much. Song about a monkey. All righty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of an older song of mine, I suppose. But as I said, this is kind of a conversational gig. You know, not being able to dance and everything. You're gonna get a few more stories rather than getting out on the dance floor. And you know, I know a lot of this venue is famous for dancing. It's a wonderful dancing venue. And we just can't do it today, though. So we appreciate y'all bearing with us. And we also appreciate the Wort Hotel keeping live music going, even though, as they've termed the series, a sit down, get down. Anyway, so the story about this next particular tune, I was actually driving across the country from Jackson Hole back to upstate New York, where I currently have a little log cabin. And I was with my daughter. About halfway through the drive, she had to peel off and head to Chicago. But anyway, I stopped in a campground, and I wrote this particular song. And my daughter's name is Rosie, and she was out here singing with me. It was a wonderful time. The three of us and Rosie doing a few gigs. But Rosie's quite something. And, you know, so when a dad has that kind of pride in his daughter, it gets me choked up even thinking about it. Anyway, this one's called She's My Rose. I've watched her bloom from a small, tiny seed. Some of her mom and a whole lot of me. We wondered how she ever made her way here. She seemed to understand everything but her fear. Something that you feel when she walks by. The clouds in untroubled hearts turn to bright blue sky. 'Cause she's a child of the earth, she was raised by wolves. She's a beacon so strong, you can hardly look in her direction. She can't understand what she knows. She's my rose. Flowers bloom, and with the sun they will grow. There's just a few that never fade with the snow. Her colors shine just as true as the time. that takes the night into brilliant sunshine. There's something in her eyes and in her smile that tells you in a while it'll be alright. 'Cause she's a child of the earth, she was raised by wolves. She's a beacon so strong you can hardly look in her direction. You can't understand what she knows. She's my rose. She's a child of the earth, she was raised by wolves. She's a beacon so strong you can hardly look in her direction. She can't understand what she knows. She colors my world as she grows. There's just something about her soul. She's my rose. She's my rose. Yeah. Thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen. She's my rose. He sure is. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do something, as Monty Python used to say, now for something completely different. Yep. Little interpretive dance. Well, maybe not. Play a little slide for you here. This is a song called The Walking Song. Recorded it with the great Phil Wiggins. And as I said, I promised to tell y'all a little about Phil. My friend Andy and I are very privileged to work with the great Phil Wiggins on a couple of different projects. And Phil is an incredible harmonica player, commonly known in blues circles as the greatest acoustic harmonica player alive. And he does not use an amp. He's very, very old school, incredible musician. He was recognized by the Library of Congress in 2017, given the Lifetime Achievement Award. Anyway, I could go on and on all about Phil, but Andy and I do a couple of projects with Phil, and we've brought him to Jackson one time. Hope to bring him back again someday, maybe even here. We will see. But anyway, this particular tune is called The Walking Song. Well, this guitar is not going to work until I plug it in. Thanks, Rob. Sometimes the simpler solutions are the best ones. There we go. Look at the difference. Unbelievable. Anyway, if you just joined us, George Kilby Jr. here, Mr. Andy Calder, Jacob Gampe. It's one called The Walking Song. Walk a thin line tomorrow, walk a dark line tonight. I said I walk a thin line tomorrow, walk a red line tonight. Get so tired of walking, don't know wrong from right. I walk tall in the sunlight, I walk slunk down in the shade. I said I'm walking tall in the sunlight, I walk slunk down in the shade. I get so tired of walking, Lord, I don't know night from day. walk proud in the sunlight. I walk, whoa, fear in the valley. Yes, I am. I said I walk in fear down in that valley, and I walk proud up on that hill. Yes, I do. Fear in the valley, proud on the hill. And I get so tired of walking, but I can't stand still. No, I can't. I said I get so tired of walking. No, I can't stand still. I get so tired. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. The walking song. All right. Well, tell you what, I'm gonna do an old way back song now. And the story of this one comes all the way from 46th Street in Manhattan. For many years, I worked with an incredible piano player. His name was Howie Wyeth, and Howie, you can look him up on your fancy phones if you'd like to, but Howie was part of the famous artist clan of N.C. Wyeth, Andrew Wyeth, painter of Christina's World, and he was an incredible musician. I was very honored to work with him. He played drums for Bob Dylan, but his true love was playing stride piano. And so I'm going to do a tune right now that I did with Howie. We played every Monday night up on 46th Street, a band called Howie Wyeth and the Fingerbusters. And this particular tune, I don't know if y'all know the stride style made popular in the 20s and 30s. But the great Fats Waller was the guy who really perfected the thing. And Howie did this song like no other. And his left hand, the whole point of striding, as they called it, rather than boogie-woogieing with your left hand, that was really a very popular, and they dances like the Charleston and the Jitterbug were created around that piano style. Anyway, I'm going to do the tune by myself and then call the boys in, see if I can get through it. Last night we did it and I slept on a banana peel. And didn't quite make it all the way through without getting in a mess. The tune has entirely too many chords. I like tunes with 3 chords. But this one has a whole bunch. one to walk with, all by myself. No one to talk with, Lord, I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. I know for certain you're the one I love. I'm through with flirting, Lord, it's you I'm thinking of. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere. What do I care, baby? Your kisses and your sweet embrace. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for it every night, darling. I don't stay out late, don't care to go. Don't about hate me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Thank you. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. The great Fats Waller. Yes, sir. He was quite something. And Howie's gone now as well. But anyway, always remember those years playing that old-timey music up on 46th Street every Monday night. It's that kind of music can be really corny depending on where you lay it. But I think that's the key, is to make it your own. All righty. Let's go straight to Downtown Poker Club. Speaking of old songs, this came along in the 40s, this next tune. And it was originally the title of it was very, I'd suppose you'd use the word un-PC these days, you see? They used to call it the Darktown Poker Club. And of course they were referring to the part of town where black folks lived. And that was, a pretty common thing to say things like that back in the day. So we changed the words to the Downtown Poker Club. And the song about a poker game was written by a guy named Burt Williams, recorded by a guy named Phil Harris. And Phil Harris, look him up. He's the guy that was the voice of Baloo the Bear in the Jungle Book. But they also credit rap a little bit with Phil Harris because he could really spit out the words real fast, kind of like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I've always been a poor old dove, and I joined this downtown poker club, and I cursed the day I told them I would join. My money would go like it had wings. If I had queens, somebody had kings, and every night I'd contribute all my coin. Now I'm gonna play them tight tonight. No Bob Deal flushes make me bite. If I get in my hands, gonna be a peach. Now if I play them tight and I lose my pile, I'll make it peevish. After a while, I'd stand up and look around and make this speech. Y'all see this brand new razor? I had it sharpened just today. I'm gonna pass it amongst you to set up my rules, and you better follow if you play. Keep your big hands up on the table while you're dealing, please. I don't want you to be passing them aces down there between your knees. Don't want you to be dealing off the bottom, son. I told you that's rough. Take 5 cards, and stop. That's enough. When you bet, you better put up the chips. I don't like it when you're shy. If you run out of chips, I'll go bet. Get some more. I'll be here by and by. Passing cards to me to shuffle every time before you deal. Anything goes wrong around here, you know I'm gonna see. We ain't playing this game according to Mr. Hoyley. We play this game according to me. That's right. Sitting in one night with a regular gang, there happened to be this one-eyed man. I was watching him at the corner of my eye. No one I was dealing when I lost myself another 5 or 10. I stood up and I looked around and I said with a sigh, I said, oh, this is an awful shame. Somebody's cheating in this here game. Ain't no good for me, just sit here and name the guy. So I refrain from mentioning the party's name. I'll catch him cheating just once again. I'll take my fist, close that other eye. Y'all see this brand new razor? I had it sharpened just today. I'm gonna pass it amongst you with a set of my rules, and you best follow if you play. Keep your big bony hands up on the table while you're dealing, please. I don't want to see no aces pass down there between your knees. Don't you be dealing off the bottom. I said, that's rough. Take 5 cards and halt. That's enough. When you bet, put up the chips. I don't like it when you're shy. You run out of gas, get pumped up. I'll be here by and by. Pass some cards for me to shuffle every time before you deal. Anything goes wrong around here, you know I sure will see. We ain't playing this game according to Mr. Hoyley. We playing this game according to me. Now, Jacob Gampe, if you break the seal on them new deck of bicycles, we'll go on from here. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's called the Downtown Poker Club. Well, let's go see what that Stratocaster is talking about, y'all. Gonna do a tune by one of my favorite writers here. Get back to the originals in a few minutes, as we will be doing a lot of those. I suppose you've already gleaned that. But it's when you can do a tune like this, it's it's always a pleasure. Mose Allison is the guy I'm talking about. Anyway, Mose Allison was quite a clever guy. He could sit right in the middle between jazz and blues, and not many people can do that to this day. He was a good jazz player, but he was so soulful. But he had a great wit, y'all, and this goes out to the people way in the back talking really loud right now. All right, it's called Your Mind is on Vacation. Keep on talking and keep on talking and keep on talking right there in my face. I'm gonna have to put you in your place, you know. Silence was golden, man, you wouldn't raise a dime. Cause your mind is on vacation, but your mouth is working overtime. You're sitting there quoting figures and you're dropping names. You're over laughing all about the dames. You're over there giggling and things ain't so funny. You know, you're trying to sound like you got that big money. You know, if talk was criminal, you'd lead a life of crime. Yes, you would. 'Cause your mind is on vacation and your mouth is working overtime. You know, life is short, people. Talk is cheap. Don't go be making promises you don't know how to keep. Oh, you don't like the song I'm singing? Grin and bear it. All I got to say is if the shoe fits, wear it. Wear it now. If you must keep talking, learn how to make it rhyme every time and be sublime. But your mind is on vacation. I'm gonna tell you one last time, and after that, I'm gonna quit talking. Because that's what this song's all about anyway, ain't it? I said life is short, people. Talk is cheap. Don't go be making promises you don't know how to keep. Don't like the little song I'm singing, grin and bear it. All I got to say is if the shoe fits, put it on. You must keep talking, learn how to make it rhyme every time. Cause your mind's on vacation. I say your mind is on vacation. Your mind's on vacation. But your mouth, I said that your mouth, I said that your mouth, I said that your I said that your mouth, I said that your I said that your mouth, said that your mouth, I said your mind is on vacation, but your mouth is working overtime. All right. Thank you. Thanks so very much, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. All right, y'all. Back to my songs. Gonna do you one right now that Phil and I, again, that's Phil Wiggins, we do in a program with Andy here. We don't use drums on that, so we can't take Jake, unfortunately. But maybe one day we'll. Phil is kind of a non-drummer guy, but such a purist, you know. Anyway, we do a program for public libraries and public spaces and schools, and Phil is a black guy raised in Alabama, and here I am, a white guy raised in Alabama. So we wrote this program called Racism, Reconciliation, and the Blues. And I wrote this particular song for the program. It's called Black Man on the Corner. And I wrote it at the time. I'll never forget it. Eric Garner's death had just happened. And I'm sure you know the names Eric Garner and Michael Brown. But they've seemed to have faded. And George Floyd's name and Breonna Taylor's name are in the news these days. But, you know, you also, it's very important to remember the names of Rafael Ramos and Win Jan Liu. Those were two New York City cops gunned down in their squad car. So, you know, we have this problem and it's sticking with us, and Phil and I hope that music can bring people together and start the conversation of reconciliation. So anyway, y'all, this is one called Black Man on the Corner. And let's pray that we can all join hands and join hearts one day. Black man on the corner, black man on the corner, black man on the corner, wants to be and be let be. Blue man with his hat on, blue man with his hat on, blue man with his hat on, wants to get home in one piece. But the small man in the bread line, small man in the bread line, the small man in the bread line, they just wants enough to eat. But let me tell you about this big man in his armchair. The big man, yes, in his armchair. The big man in his armchair. He wants everything he can see. Black man on the corner. Black man on the corner. Black man on the corner. Wants to be let be. Sing it softly with boys. Black man on the corner. Black man on the corner. Black man on the corner. Wants to be let be. Wants to be let be. He wants to be let be. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. I know that's a serious subject, and didn't mean to get all serious on you, so maybe we should do something silly now. I got a good silly one. Pick up the acoustic for this one. I'm going to do a tune right now about a mythical character. You see, this mythical character, his name was Henry. And y'all want to be silly with me? You can sing along. Boys might help me a little bit. They don't know it quite well, but we'll get it together. Oh, Henry, you see, he couldn't keep his imagination in line. He was supposed to do just right. Fit it right there in the box, but he couldn't seem to do that. So if y'all want to sing with us, this table here looks like they're singers. Oh, yeah. Well, y'all can sing if you want to. There's not a rule against, there's a no dancing rule, not a no singing rule. But that's going to teach you for sitting down front like that, because I pick on you like that when especially with pretty smiling faces like that. I like that. Anyway, y'all, this is the story of Henry. Here we go. See if I can teach y'all the chorus. All right, I'm counting on y'all. It goes like this. Get up and face the real world, Henry. Get up and leave your dreams behind. Listen to the beat of the feet on the street. Keep your imagination in line. Easy chorus, right? That's easy to sing. Well, our story begins when Henry was in nursery school, probably about 3 years old, maybe 4. And he was hanging out with his little buddy, and his buddy was somewhat taken aback, y'all, by his precocious behavior. He said to him, he said, "What do you think you're saying, Henry? That ain't how the nursery rhymes. Why should I lend you my coloring book? You never stay in the lines. What you gonna be when you grow up, Henry? A cowboy or an astronaut? So put down the matches, 'cause mama might catch us. And what we're gonna say if we're caught." All right, sing it now. Get up and face the real world, Henry. Get up and leave your dreams behind. Listen to the beat of the feet on the street, and keep your imagination in line. Well, Henry made it through nursery school, and he went on to kindergarten. He made it through grammar school. He made it through high school. And ladies and gentlemen, he got himself accepted to college at a little town in New Jersey up east. And one day on summer vacation from college, his daddy called him into the living room and said, "Boy, I want to talk to you." "Henry," I said, "I want to talk to you, son." And you know, when you're called into the living room by your daddy, you know it's never good news. He said to him, "Henry, why do you grow your hair so long? It's getting way out of style. All of the records that you play so loud, enough to drive your mom and me wild. What you gonna do when you get out of school, boy? Do you have any sort of a plan? And you better start thinking, you better watch your drinking. You wanna be a good woman's man. Get up and face the real world, Henry. Get up and leave your dreams behind. Listen to the beat of the feet on the street. Keep your imagination in line. Well, you know, Henry managed to graduate from that little college in New Jersey. And soon enough, he got himself a job. And he got himself a car, and he got himself a dog, and he got himself a house, and he got himself a wife. But he also got himself a guitar. And in fact, he got 2 or 3 of them. And he started doing gigs here, and he started doing gigs there. And pretty soon, his wife had it. Had it about up to here, she said. And she shook her finger in his face. She put her hand on her hip. You know how they do, right? Oh yeah, you know. I can tell you both know. Yep, you know how they do. Put your hand. I can tell you put your hand on your hip all the time. That's right. Like I said, don't sit down in front if it's no what's good for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, Henry's wife looked at him and says, "What do you think you're doing, Henry? We got a mortgage to pay. Why do you go around buying guitars made back in the dinosaur days? When you gonna call my father, Henry? He said he'd take you on at the store. You better start believing I'm thinking about leaving, but that'll just encourage you more. Get up and face the real world, Henry. Get up and leave your dreams behind. Listen to the beat of the feet on the street, and keep your imagination in line." And that's the story of Henry. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Y'all, we're George Kilby Jr. and Teton Road Dogs. Got a tip bucket over there. We got to tip our limo driver on the way home. So, y'all be sweet to that tip bucket if you can. Did you text out now already? No. Okay, text him now. Yeah. I'm gonna do one more and then call our good friend Jeff Eidemiller up to the bandstand. Jeff's a wonderful guitarist. It's great to have him here. He's going to come sit in with us. So you got a treat in store. But as he's making his way to the bandstand, do a tune for you. This is an old favorite. I'm sure you know it. A lot of fun. Yes, I know you rider. Gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me, darling. I know you rider, gonna miss me. Miss me when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone. Miss your baby from rolling in your arms. Sun gonna shine my back door one day. Sun gonna shine my back door one day, one day, one day. March winds will blow all my troubles away. Brother drank muddy water, sleep down in a hollow log. Drink that muddy water, people, sleep in a hollow log. Yes, I would. stay in New York City, treated like a dirty dog. I know you right, gonna miss me when I'm gone. Well, I know you right, gonna miss me when I'm gone. Thank you, baby. Y'all see that crisp new $100 bill she put in there? Miss your baby rolling in her arms. Wish I was a headlight on a northbound train. Wish I was a headlight on a northbound train. I'd shine my light through the cool Colorado rain. Well, I know you right are gonna miss me when I'm gone. I know you right are gonna miss me when I'm gone. Miss your baby from rolling in your arms. Wish I was a headlight on a northbound train. I wish I was a headlight on a northbound train. I'd shine my light through the cool Colorado rain. But I know you rider miss me when I'm gone. Well, I know you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms. Miss your baby from rolling in your arms. You're gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms. Thank y'all. All righty. That's an old folk song. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Right on. All right. Look at them go. Woo! That's beautiful, y'all. Thank you very much. My favorite line in New York City street line is, what's the best nation in the world? A dough nation. Oh, yeah. Anyway, seriously, we do appreciate all the bucks in the tip bucket, and we also appreciate being here, playing live music, because it's been a while, for me at least. I hail from New York. I was born and raised in Alabama, but I live in New York now, and there are just simply no gigs. So it's great to be here, and I really appreciate everybody doing their part by staying 6 feet apart and all that kind of thing. Yeah, Jeff, where you at, man? Come on. I thought you were, okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, show him some love as he makes his way to the bandstand. Jeff Eidemiller, y'all. Woo-hoo. Listen to him go. The crowd roaring. Right on. He's crazy. Let's do him in reverse order like last night. So anyway, some of my songs kind of deal with the spiritual, and I wrote this song with the great Sherman Holmes. I don't know if anybody's a Holmes Brothers fan here. You know the Holmes Brothers? All right, I see a hand go way back up there. So anyway, Sherman and I are dear friends. The Holmes Brothers were real mentors to me when I first got to New York City in my 20s. And anyway, we're down at Sherman's house, and he took issue with one of the lines. It's a story that never did happen, you see, but it'd be really cool if it did, but it didn't happen. I'll tell you that now. It's a story about when Jesus and Mohammed met on a long, dusty, hot day, and then walking down the road together. So it would be cool if it did happen, didn't it? Jesus met Mohammed on a hot, dusty road. They were thirsty and tired. They had a long way to go. Neither had the water that could make them strong. So they leaned on each other as they hobbled along. They sang and walked to the water. Jump on in. Walk to the water. Jump on in. Walk to the water, jump on in. We all gonna pray for the rain. Pray for the rain. A rabbi came along to join Jesus and Mo. His throat was parched and his feet were sore. Jesus and Mohammed stretched out their hands. The three went stumbling through the promised land. Sang and walked to the water, jump on in. Walk to the water, jump on in. Walk to the water, jump on in. We all gonna pray for the rain. Pray for the rain. Pray for the rain. Pray for the rain. All right, yeah. On the guitar, up to the water, jump on in. Sing it with us. Walk to the water, jump on in. We all gonna pray for the rain. Oh yeah, now bring it down, boys. Pray for the rain. Pray for the rain. Pray for the rain. Now listen here. Krishna and the Buddha and some more that I didn't know. They joined up with the travelers on that hot, dusty road. They were dying of thirst, but their voices were strong. You could hear them for miles as they sang their song. Sing it with us, everybody, now. Walk to the water, jump on in. Walk to the water, jump on in. I hear you, baby, right on. Walk to the water, jump on in. We all gonna pray for the rain. Great singing, y'all. Pray for the rain. Pray for the rain. Pray for the rain. Pray for the rain. All right. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. Well, we're going to do another kind of silly one, little kind of a quirky, silly original of mine. This one's called Yellow Hat. I know that sounds, even the title is sort of oddball. Oh yeah, Curious George did have a yellow. I'd forgotten about that. But this, my gal, you know, she actually did have a yellow hat. In fact, that hat is still around somewhere. And I was just kind of trying to think of a title to the tune, and I said, well, that yellow hat's kind of cool. So, anyway, so do you suggest me calling off a teeny bit faster, Andy? Or? Yeah, it should definitely be greasy. All righty, y'all. Well, we're going to do one more, then take a little slight pause for a worthy cause and drink some alcohol with y'all. So don't you have no heart attack, because we will be right back. But we're going to kind of do this little greasy, funny, silly song. George Kilby Jr. here. Give a hand to our guest, Jeff Eidemiller, on the guitar, y'all, playing that solo for you. And ladies and gentlemen, that's Mr. Andy Calder on the bass, y'all. Yeah. A main man, and on the drums and the vocals, Jacob Gampe, ladies and gentlemen. Woo-hoo. All righty. That's what I like to hear, that good, solid applause. All right, boys, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. She's the one who means the world to me. Sing it, boys! She's my gal. Can't believe that she would ever be my gal. She got a yellow hat. I will always be forever true to my gal. I'd do anything that I could do for my gal. And I like it like that. What about it, Jeff? guitar, Jeff Eidemiller. Give it to him one time. She's my gal. I'd do anything that I could do. Sing it, boys, for my gal. She got a yellow hat. I will always be forever true to my gal. I'd do anything I could do for my gal. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Great to see everybody tonight. All right. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. All righty. George Kilby Jr. here. Thanks for all those donations in the bucket. Yes, sir. We'll be right back. We will return to burn, as they say. All right. That was so much fun, boy. Okay. What? Oh, really? Why? Oh, because of the old vibe? Oh. Well, if you want me to ask if you can just play the whole set, I'm happy to,